In today's world, trade is the largest of global market supply chains, which includes competing brands, quality standards, movement of goods across borders, business regulations, cutting-edge skills and services. All these activities match up to make a difference. What is behind the headlines? What impact does it actually have on people's daily lives? How can we develop programs that will support the countries to get ahead on trade? Trade activities are getting people to act on the agenda of improving trade globally. Agencies and development partners are supporting countries in their roadmaps for change. It's building strong foundations and helping governments bridge to more support. Business Focus takes a closer look at every step involved in the aspects of trade, from identifying, buying, selling, and the distribution of goods and services to various parts of the world. Find out from the people themselves what is happening in their daily trading activities and how they go through the hurdles in achieving greatness from the fields, factories, gardens, markets, and to the consumer. Join George Elliott Sam on Star Television, Channel 21, every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m.
Family, welcome again to another edition of Business Focus, where they come to you from Star Television, Channel 21. And as always, me the cow of the program, Amina George Elliott Sam. And today we're inside Rokel Commercial Bank, the headquarter office, we na Shaka Street. And we talk to Millicent Cole, Mrs. we na the Director of Corporate Affairs and Strategy na the Rokel Commercial Bank. Well, today we look at some of the development that we don't take place, and also we look at a own particular department or unit where they run, where now the corporate affairs and strategy department, I would say, where you done a man for a very long time now. Mrs. Cole, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Well, Famulana Millicent Cole, Mrs., we talk to we today inside the program. But before we start the program, we take a short break. And when we come back, we go continue.
Why the brother for the smoke push to your brother? I want know. Why the brother for the sell push to your brother? I want know. Why the brother for the see your brother go under? I want know. Why the brother for see your brother? So plenty way there for enjoy. Paddy left for smoke kush, left for kill your brother them. Paddy left for sell kush. Land book and focus, tell you paddy make you focus. No smoke kush for feel better. I the mods in the walls, plenty youths with the laws. So smoke kush to break the laws. We for join government for fight kush and it's a must. Think about yourself, think about your family, think about the effect we gon' make you lost your memory. Future bright, no make you dark. You smoke kush, you head go pack. You see when I'm all tinap, all eyes on me. So pack, how you go smoke this chemical? Biggie act radical, influence you begin chief then call you criminal. It's called correctional. When you there, you correct yourself. Peaceful, go the brain, don't forget yourself. So you're wonky no welly. Say look kush the mayu, wonky no welly. A pike on kahawa. Why the brother for the smoke push to your brother? I want know. Why the brother for the sell push to your brother? I want know. Why the brother for the see your brother go under? I want know. Why the brother love for see your brother go under?
Okay, family, welcome again to the program, Business Focus. As I tell you, we're there with Millicent Cole, Mrs., we na the Director of Corporate Affairs and Strategy in the Rokel Commercial Bank. Welcome again, man.
Thank you, family on our duo.
Well, let me look at where you talk about the bank itself, Rokel Commercial Bank. Moving from Barclays Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank, they come make una 25 years. You know, let me look at that first before ever we begin to talk about any other thing. The 25 years celebration as, you know, next year we'll start that particular process thing.
Okay. Yes, well, not next year per se, because we don't actually launch the 25 years anniversary. It therefore be a year-long celebration, various activities, them way we go the highlights for a whole year. The change from Barclays Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank, it has been a journey, right? I mean, it's not a destination, it has been a journey. And I can tell you, say, I can assure you and everybody when they listen to this program, say, the journey has not been very, very smooth. But one thing I can tell you, but it has been a very successful journey. Because when, at the time when Barclays decided for wind up and left, we get only one branch bank. Now that this one building, now the all accounts be clustered. But the change take place in 1999, to be specific, on the 17th of September 1999. The actual, I mean, everything finalized and then the change. Yes, take place. So at that time, as I say, just one branch, that is one building, not the ED. So when it changed to Rokel Commercial Bank, it became now a fully Sierra Leonean owned bank. We not get no international organization or body where you would say that in particularly own the bank. The bank now became a Sierra Leonean bank, with the government of Sierra Leone being the majority shareholder, because now they get more shares than all the other Sierra Leoneans. Them way we buy shares small. So as time they go on, imagine from that same day, one branch, to now we can for celebrate 25 years. We get 22 branches or outlets or offices where they operate from as a bank. And like I said earlier on, I mean, it's a journey. The journey still to continue, because the bank still they grow, the bank still they continue, the bank still they take, I mean, major strides. Imagine many years ago, the bank don't venture into areas where the people that will live in that area, then they ever imagine say a bank will go and operate there. Let's take for example like Bond on the over 35 years. No bank no did it. Okay, commercial bank, I mean, go and establish, I mean, the SIM couple, because I mean the SIM couple now like a mobile app, so that people on the other side they then go do basic banking and stuff. But then we realize say many people in the way really need a bank account. For example, because there came a time in Sierra Leone when the government said they don't pay anybody that table again, all man for get bank accounts. People in a Bond where we cross Bond Island, we cross go place like Bo, go open accounts with we branch na Bo and then we get accounts, and that is salary they go. But when we go, we open the SIM couple kiosk. Then people and they now get access and get a means by which they can come now and access their salaries. And when they come, when they tell you the kind of horrendous stories them, how some man they take how many days now, go the amount of money where they pay for just go now go take salary. It got to a point, some of them can still wait 5-6 months before they go take salary. Because when you look at waiting and they pay and they're waiting at the salary, pay go and pay come. So they may look and say not be worth it. Some people again be rely on other people working, they can write them check, go for cash them. So by that way it gets to a point they don't even know waiting and they pay them. Because waiting the person go, if feeling that the check can't give them that it takes. So when we go there, when they can and they check them balance, which they tell them waiting at the salary, so they be really surprised. That they don't make now the bank don't acquire a property where the bank itself they own. We very soon we go open and we get for, in fact, prior to where we acquire the property, we would all rent a building for the last 3-4 years where we operate from, people then they access their salary. So many people then they open accounts. Bond Island is really active in terms of banking, financial inclusion. So don't become financially included in that part of the financial, I mean, system in Sierra Leone. Then you take place like a Tongo. Tongo more or less, I mean, although now mining, I mean, area, yes, but then, I mean, the locals, I mean, things are really dead. They are bought. Rokel Commercial Bank take the bold step and go there. I mean, it's not for profit per se, but just for make we get a representation and make people then get access to banking facility. We don't go many other places. We don't go like Kailaun. You know, before we not get in the days of Barclays, we not ever get branch na Kailaun, but now we get Kailaun with the operates day and business day boom. So many other places. I mean Rokel, and under the name Rokel, the bank really don't move. The bank don't grow in terms of assets, in terms of profitability, in terms of representation, and really under Rokel, the bank don't satisfy mission statement we say for take banking to the doorstep of the people, and Rokel Commercial Bank don't do that. And take for example, with the banking mobile app, people don't necessarily get for kind of bank for do banking, and people again not necessarily get a bank account for let somebody send money to them using a Rokel bank account. You can, people in their way, sometimes are up country, then come over, they work in a Freetown, their family they under, then they use the mobile app for send money to them. If their relatives not get an account, then they send what we call an e-copper, when like an electronic check, where the system they generate through the person in the accounts, the person get the code na in phone. Almost everybody gets a mobile phone now necessarily.
Yeah,
so if you get a mobile phone, you can still able to forget. So when you get the code, you can either go to a branch of Rokel Commercial Bank, or you go to any of we SIM copper agents, because we try for don't get a lot of agents, especially up country, even places that we will not get branch. So we get SIM copper agents, and the people can go and go cash out the e-copper or the electronics check and get cash. So you see a lot more again the bank don't do, under Rokel.
Okay, well, family still a watch the program. Dana Millicent Cole, Mrs. Way, the Director of Corporate Affairs and Strategy at the Rokel Commercial Bank. They try to give you just a brief history about the bank and some of the transformation we don't take from where they change from Barclays to Rokel Commercial Bank. Now we see in the year 2021, if I may be right, the managing director will be talking about for digitalization. Now, let's look like from the transformation from that of Barclays to that of Rokel. How the banking operation don't look like, because first then I'm more of paper. Now moving from that to being digital, how ease the burden on bankers, and especially the analytics account, everyone self the directors, and look at that.
Yes, sure. Just like I mentioned earlier on, a lot has happened since we changed from Barclays to Rokel. Before, like for some of we don't stay long enough. We don't be part of the journey. We don't see it happen. We see everything happen. Things unfold. We really get a story for tell. In terms of the change and the transformation. Yes, in 2021, the managing director, Dr. Ekundayo Walton Gilpin, really declared, say, this bank for go digital. And true to in word, it stand by in word. It was not easy, because change not can easy. It not can just come smoothly.
Yeah.
And it involved huge capital expenditure.
Yeah.
It look beyond that. Say, this kind boko money for can spend them. Now business who they do, now profit who they make, we can make this kind of profit, like give shareholders, or let even better the conditions of services for staff. They say no. Let we commit this money for go digital, we go benefits. Not only, we as customer, as members of staff, but the customers themselves. Because now, before, customers then get for come, then queue, then get for rights vouchers here and there, then get for go to account and rights first, then come to cashier, then whatever. You don't need for do all of that. Everything they now in the computer system. Customers can easily go straight to a cashier. As long as you get your ID card, in fact, now most of they try for even capture all the information of customers on the system, even with your transactions, they have all day on the system. So if you can't save, let's say 2-3 months scam, you they doubt something, we can easily go into the system rather than begin for go look for voucher or for go look for the paper record or the hard copy. You can go into the system, call up and look a transaction and provide clarity instantly. Okay, and then for even us, the staff, all that plenty right, all that plenty running here and there, going to the archives or go look for things here and there. I mean, it has reduced drastically. You know, I mean, you definitely no need for do all of that. Everything has been captured now into the system, and every information you can get about a customer is in the system. You can look at a customer in mandates on the system rather than going to, I mean, a filing cabinet, go bring out in mandates, in the physical mandates, which I sign, begin look up things. No, everything is done. So it makes things quicker, easier. It makes life easier for all of us. And at the end of the day, things that we make, we as bankers, they stay very, very long hours after we don't close with doors to the public. I mean, we don't need to stay that very long, because when we don't close, as long as customers don't go, the only thing no more way will affect with small is the fact that Sierra Leone is still a cash-based society. A lot of cash is coming in, and you need manual effort for do all of that. So even when sometimes we cannot close to the public, we still get customers within the banking hall where they pay huge sums of cash, and you have to check to make sure everything is okay before you credit the customer in account. So that can make we stretch out a bit. But other than that, if Sierra Leone was a cashless society, honestly, when we close with doors 3:30, in fact, we go afford for the close with doors at 5, because at 5 when you close, by 5:36 you don't process for it, because the processing they go on instantly. You see, so all of these are the benefits of this digitalization. We get all that digital products them again. We corporate customers them, we get a corporate banking app where themselves will use at the comfort of their home, their offices, or wherever they need at the world, as long as they get access to internet. They can go into the system, the app, pay salaries of the employees, pay contractors, that are people who can supply them if they get for pay anybody. Once the person gets a bank account, you can use, I mean, you can use the banking, the corporate, banking app for transfer funds between one account to the other. Then you can check the account, do a lot of things. You can call up your statements. You don't need all the time for Kana Bank say, I want statements, or begin call, say, please print out statements for me here and there. Everything is in there for them. They can do it, and it makes life comfortable and easier for them. So, I mean, it makes banking very, very seamless for people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Fambul, we still on the program. We still talk to Madam Millicent Cole, we na the Director of Corporate Affairs and Strategy na the Rokel Commercial Bank, as in the reform the discussion where they go on. You don't tell me plenty things, and more day for we look at, and you know, I can say congratulations to her, because we'll get to that day. We will look at you know, the working environment itself. Now let's look at another very important aspect of you work with, now just like I don't begin mention the corporates and also strategy. You know, we now one of, I believe say that are the bedrock, because if any institution know the way it gets a strategy how for run that institution, they I believe say that they're heading for a doom, or that institution where they're heading for fall. So how this don't look like for you now, the bank, and also the bank itself, the growth of the bank in general?
Yes, well, the area where I find myself now, the bank, like you rightly say, a very important area. We one thing we did for manage and maintain the corporate image of the bank. Now can make, I mean most times me and other members of staff now the units, I mean a lot of people can get from no we admit with you, because anything that has to do with people coming in, making requests for sponsorship, donation, things like that here and there. And then because the bank they grow, The bank, they spread in tentacles. The bank, they do a lot in terms of corporate social responsibility, reaching out, I mean, in communities, not only the communities where the bank they operate, because there are many organizations and they already come, groups and people already come from diverse background, diverse even, I mean, interreligious bodies, Muslims, Christians, the people that they do mosque, church, they come, I mean, as long as, I mean, it's a viable project. The bank, they reach out, extend its helping hand, no matter how small, we always try to do that. So you see, and then again, I mean, corporate affairs again looks at the wider picture of the bank. I mean, the representation of the bank, because again, Rokel Commercial Bank, I mean, the RC Bank brand, it's a brand now. I mean, and it is trending, you understand, and everybody wants to associate with it.
Sure.
So most people, they organize events here and there are functions, seminars, conferences, I mean, awards. They come, I mean, they deal with us, they interact with us, I mean, in our unit. Now we get our, I mean, interaction day between us as the bank and these outside bodies. And we always try and make sure, say, I mean, Rokel Commercial Bank is fully represented. We, I mean, do what you for do as a bank, and that also they increase the visibility of the bank and at the same time maintain the corporate image of the bank. Okay, and like you rightly said, the bank gets a corporate strategy. We have a strategic plan. We also, I mean, look at the 5-year strategic plan, monitor, make sure, say, the bank, they operate in line with what they don't put down in strategic plan, and make sure, say, we not deviate, and we deal within, we not go out of border or out of bounds. If for any reason we have to go out, I mean, we go able for any position for justify why we do that. Yeah.
Okay. Now, over 100 and if I don't lie or if I don't mistake, over 100 and something years from the days of Barclays onto coming to Rokel Commercial Bank. You don't be the first woman for be the director, hold the position of a director in the bank, and not only that. You look at within the government, they preach about the 30% quota of women, and in all aspects, when you look at government working place, private institution, other institutions themselves, they try for preach that, say that's for the happen, and being a director now, you know, how you feel about this, and within you will talk about, you know, the management itself, you know, for thinking about this and Duam.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I mean, it's something I really, I mean, you know, it's just I shy away from, because, I mean, being a woman, of course, I feel proud for get to the heights, the level where I don't get na the bank and my career journey. I thank God for that, and then also thank the managing director, the chairman, board of directors, for the confidence what they get in me as a woman, for allow me for break that glass ceiling day and get to that point, because like you rightly said, I don't be the very first woman in the over 106 years history of this bank, from Barclays Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank, for reach that level day at the bank. I thank God and I feel proud, I feel honored, and it's I mean, it's something I hold very, very sacred, and I work very, very hard for maintain, and also so that it not will end with me, so that many other women, there are many other women within the institution, so that many other women also, the confidence will continue, so that other women will be appointed and get to this level, right? But it has not been easy, you know. And I thank God again. I keep saying I thank God because it can only be God.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it can only be God. And I thank everybody, even for, I mean, God lay under the hearts of the MD for make the recommendation, and then it was approved, and to God be the glory. God has been faithful. God has been good, and for a woman, it tells a story.
Sure.
It really tells a story. And I want to assure all the women folk out there, you know, there's nothing you cannot do. Just take the bold step and take the challenge, and be confident in everything you do. Rest assured, say there is nothing you do. Sometimes we really tend for shy away being a woman, but then again they make people know they get confidence in we. But as a woman, we get a lot. We get waiting it take for we go to the highest level in the corporate world.
Sure.
Right, and I will continue for motivate other women them or inspire them so that they will not say they will reach to this level. I've been the first and I will not be the last. We'll continue for work hard and harder and harder for maintain and assure management and the board.
So
and I
woman
just
can do 'em.
yes, say woman can do 'em. And I just say Rokel Commercial Bank don't do 'em.
Yeah, sure.
In line with, I mean, as you rightly say, government say that a 30% quota for women. So I know say many really think about other women themselves we go get to this level, and then we continue the journey.
Well, that's a very big inspiration to the ladies the way that they're working at the bank now, because as Mrs. Cole just say, you know, it starts from a very humble beginning. You know, this life, like you say, anything you do, if you put all your efforts and you know, do the necessary things and left the rest give God, it can be able for do them for you. If you God do them for him, you know, not because God just like him, but according to your effort and you know, the resilience we put in waiting in believing, you know, God self come able for try for buttress and hasten to the level we did today. You know, congratulations once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, family, still with the program. We will take a short break. We'll come. We'll try to wrap up the interview.
All these activities match up to make a difference. What is behind the headlines? What impact does it actually have on people's daily lives? How can we develop programs that will support the countries to get ahead on trade? Trade activities are getting people to act on the agenda of improving trade globally. Agencies and development partners are supporting countries in their roadmaps for change. It's building strong foundations and helping governments bridge to more support. Business Focus takes a closer look at every step involved in the aspects of trade, from identifying, buying, selling, and the distribution of goods and services to various parts of the world. Find out from the people themselves what is happening in their daily trading activities and how they go through the hurdles in achieving greatness from the fields, factories, gardens, markets, and to the consumer. Join George Elliott Sam on Star Television, Channel 21, every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m.
Family, welcome again to the program, Business Focus, and Sidoni waiting the things that we discuss. Rokel Commercial Bank, the CAN 25, and we don't launch that particular celebration day. It happened last week or so, and also, you know, now a long year celebration we give or take from that time now we don't launch onto the date itself, we, you know, they get for do the formality and all other things, and much activities they get for day, we will get for the blink and that stone. explain una which the bank they do. Well, Mrs. Cole, as we dey try for round up this interview, we know go if we not talk about the year 2023, in general, because just like how you don't say, all the then developments, not they come by magic. Now, because of our efforts, the support on the GDMD and the other staffs themselves, when they down here, when they fit for come up, that don't make una don't aim for reach, and una don't be a bank of envy from other banking institutions in the country, and people just like I say, everybody want to associate itself now with the bank because of the brand una don't form, don't make, and una want to continue for do that. How 2023 look like for now in terms of capacitating staffs, in terms of on our service system, products, and all other things and stuff where the bank we need for gets.
Okay. Well, the year 2023, in summary, I can say, it has been a jolly good ride. All right, the year itself be very, very challenging.
Sure.
But then, as a bank, we continue for push, we continue for move. When you get a very good driver of a vehicle, definitely be sure say that vehicle they not go only end in journey, but it will reach in destination smoothly without any hiccups or any casualties. And that is what we have at Rokel Commercial Bank. The man in front, the managing director. Oh my God, is a very good leader. Is a very visionary leader.
Go-getter.
Is a go-getter, yes. Is somebody with a sidom. Imagine things the way you not go under normal circumstance, not go imagine. And when he puts them to the table, sometimes you can tend for beginning wonder, this could possibly go happen, but then yes. They only puts cards on the table, but it will tell you how you for go about for let we get them. And as so we don't deal with them since 2017 where it joined we. All the time we are on our toes. It's like we don't sleep anymore. Now that's not the story behind the success of Rokel Commercial Bank.
Sure.
And if you look from that 10-day to date, if you draw the graph or the curve of Rokel Commercial Banking success and profit, because we're in business to make profits. It just to go up. They see it fix so or whatever or calm down. No, it's just going up. It's just going up. And what does anybody want when you're in business, or if you open business, say somebody run this business for me. Now, as long as you get results, you're happy, you're safe. All right, and even the one and safe way, now part of the business they run, and we all employee and whatever. When will they see the achievement, the successes the way they record? All that again is a motivating factor. You not go on for left behind. You not go on for left behind. You not go on for be a spectator. You want for be part of it. So all the time we are on it, and the bank really management they do well. They capacitate the staff. So many things, they happen where they make staff them, they get lackadaisical attitude towards work. A lot, where they cancel for the entire, I will say a lot has changed.
Sure.
And so much they still continue for change. So we continue on an upward trajectory, and we continue for soar high. And we continue for not only look at the sky, but for look beyond the sky, because we want to see what is beyond the sky. We want to go higher and higher and higher.
Okay.
And we can assure you, and every other person when they watch this program say, we will get there.
Okay, celebrating 25 years. Now moving to 2024. What are your expectations from the bank and, in terms of growth, going internationally or, locally establishing more branches and getting more customers? Which now you projection we want for make?
Well, the projections them will be plenty small because, of course, we want more customers because you know why? The percentage of the bankable population is really still low. Until we get to then 70-80%, we not go tire. We always want customers. If possible, we want 100%. We want everybody for own a bank account. We wish there will be a legislation, a law we go be passed, say every Sierra Leonean between the age of 18 years and above forget a bank account. If you don't get a bank account, then you not go get things like ID card or passport and things like that. I wish there will be a law like that so that we get everybody on board. Let every Sierra Leonean be a part of this this journey and be a part of the success. So, I mean, things that what they project, forget more customers, open more accounts, open more businesses, and then also, I mean, as a bank, we get areas that we don't pencil down where we want for reach, for extend with banking facilities to them. Of course, we work on with agency banking. We're in a foresight way, we're not going to get a physical presence, but then we will have, I mean, agents there that will open accounts. So people in that area, then they themselves will be able to access banking facilities. These are all projections we are making. And as much as we get, areas them as well, we'll get for open branches, we'll get for get physical presence. But then we look at areas where even when we not get physical presence, but yet still people are within other areas and they go still access banking facility, if not for anything, basic banking facilities. So the projections are many. We are also looking at going international. It's something which we're not lose sight of.
Wow.
We need the international flavor and we'll work towards it until we get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finally, what you want for left gives Salon people? As we all know, say this bank na Salon Man Bank, and owned by Salon people, na Salon people and the Rokel. All profits that they make now the left and give to the government, where they pay as dividend. That money the government they use for pay soldier, police, and all other government parastatals and officials. What you want for? What's not the confidence we want for these Salon people for them able to come bank with this bank and take this bank as their own, and also moving forward. What you want for say towards that?
Well, I want for assure Sierra Leoneans and say Rokel Commercial Bank now a wholly Sierra Leonean owned bank. And like Yusuf mentioned, we're not a repatriate profit. All what they get in terms of profit, they left na Sierra Leone. The government are the majority shareholder. When we get profit, a huge chunk of it they go as dividend to the government of Sierra Leone. Then we distribute now to all the other small shareholders then. And when the government gets them, what do they use them for? Now that money they go there, small, some go to education, for make roads, pay teacher salaries, pay police, the army, here and there. And again, Rokel Commercial Bank employ over 400 Sierra Leoneans that they pay salaries.
Wow.
Yes. So you know what it means? It means say Rokel Commercial Bank, they provide daily sustenance for over 400 homes in Sierra Leone. And then over 400 employees, then they pay tax. That tax they back, they go to government. So the government they use for develop the country. So Rokel Commercial Bank now a development partner.
Sure.
So you bank with Rokel Commercial Bank, you get accounts with we. I mean, if you do transaction, which you get little charges, so they make in terms of commission. No say you self as an individual, they contribute to the development of Sierra Leone.
Sure.
Because then commission, they add up, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean, or they make profit, or they pay back as dividend to the government. Inside they back again, I know they will pay salaries, or they get pay tax, or they go back to the government. Now they over 400 homes there, so they feed and get sustenance. Nothing goes out of Sierra Leone from waiting Rokel Commercial Bank they make as a profit. So as a Sierra Leonean, I will encourage you, come on board, let yourself contribute to the socio-economic development of our beloved country, Sierra Leone.
Finally, the Managing Director, Dr. Ekuna Walton Gilpin, been named Africa Banker of the Year inside London, where they go get under award day. What does this mean for the bank, and also the banking community in the country, and also for one of the staff there at Rokel Commercial Bank?
Okay, good. I forget to touch on that. I mean, this is now one of the success story of Rokel Commercial Bank. From 2017, where Dr. Gilpin came, and because of the way how we don't push this bank forward, it don't give this bank international recognition.
Yeah.
We don't get lots of international awards all the time, and sometimes as Director of Corporate Affairs, I don't know how they know about it, because some of these emails come through to me. It comes through to my official email. I mean, they will approach you to say that we've been following Rokel Commercial Bank. The things you people are doing, we've been looking at, because our accounts are public, and what we do also is public. So they know, they've been researching here and there, and then they invite us, to bid, for some of these awards, and then they will ask us to highlight some of our achievements and things, and at the end of the day, we end up becoming a winner. All right? And like I mentioned earlier on, Dr. Gilpin being the head of the institution, where they drive this big ship, because it's not a cow, not a poda, not a boss, so this is a ship.
Cargo ship.
Na cargo ship. na the captain of this ship. Obviously, you not go see ship where they set sail. Even through trouble seas, through trouble water, if they go say if they reach Usa Iwan for go, you must not say you get a very good captain. So these international bodies or the international organization, they're not identified and they don't see that. So one of such organizations, I go and give Dr. Gilpin award as as Banker of the Year. International award, not in Sierra Leone, not in the sub-region in West Africa, not in Africa, but it happened in the United Kingdom, in England, when a place where not so any kind of funny thing they be, nobody not just gap and make anything funny. It tells you saying a reputable award. It make we all aid big as a bank, we become proud. It means say it continue for announce we na the international world.
Sure.
Yes, even last year, Dr. Gilpin gets an international award. When a me go collect them for na the United Kingdom, na Oxford. In England, Oxford na a city where renowned for education.
Sure.
Then we get a European business conference where they invite the bank for let the bank go tell the bank go tell the story of the bank, and go and represent the bank and tell the story of the bank and represent Dr. Gilpin. At the end of the day, they award them and give them an award, the Socrates Award, na United Kingdom, the City Hall, na Oxford, United Kingdom. They get that award day. In that room, there were over 60 people. I think there were only about 3 of we, me and 2 Ghanaians, them, when I be black, will be Dede. And again, it was like only, I think, 2 of us women in the room. And, when they are, at the end of the day, after the presentation, where, I do on behalf of the bank, when we get a break, everybody, they come, they ask about Sierra Leone. There were investors, there are people who are interested to know more about Sierra Leone.
Sure.
I'm not able for at the end of the program that day, it was like I was losing my legs, because at TINAB they talk, they answer question, everybody gets so much interest about Sierra Leone. So you see, when we get the kind award here, it's not only about Rokel Commercial Bank, it's also about the country. Because you sell the country, people that will not know. Some people, the only story they know or the only story they know about Sierra Leone are war. So when these things come up and they hear and see good things about Sierra Leone, they get interested.
Sure.
It triggered their interest, and I can assure you, Rokel Commercial Bank, SEF, don't help for put Sierra Leone na the map of the world. So as a bank and as employees of the bank, we are all proud. And I want to use this opportunity for thank the managing director and for congratulate him again on his successes and the achievements them where he don't get.
Okay, Fambul, thank you very much, Madam Millicent Cole. We you know able for help we for joining inside the program today and talk on so many things that we are able to say people will not be able to understand, not able to get clear understanding about them. Let me say just touch on the award where Dr. Gilpin just win with the GAM now London. You look at all the big banks not only inside Salone, but across Africa. Imagine you get South Africa, you get Nigeria, you get Ghana, you get Egypt, other countries and Morocco. These are big countries where they get big banks where they they invest big money then. But you can down to Salone, small Salone. Imagine a can down to local commercial bank. Among all the giants them, they can stand tall, able for beat them all and win that award. We say that a very big success, not only just like how Madam Millicent does say, not only to local commercial bank or Dr. Gilpin, but to the country as a whole. Because this not help for rebrand the country itself, when you talk about investment, opportunities, tourism and all other things and stuff, this don't make Rokel make them possible for them able to get more investors there. I believe next year, by the special grace of God, we're able to go inside the new year, we'll see more investors them where then they can do waiting don't happen at Rokel Commercial Bank. One for say plenty thank you to the managing director, Dr. Ekunda Walton Gilpin, and to all the member staffs them, management and that of the junior staffs and every other people away they are associated with the bank itself. Well, Fambul, that's what we'll bring the cutting down of the program. Madam Millicent, thank you very much
thank you too for having me.
Program. Well, thank you to Regina Norman and my producers, Yesi and that of Lenoya Jara, to my station manager, Abdulrahman Kamara, Ezekiel Cabo, head of technical, and to Regina Norman, we don't be on the camera today. So till next week, Amina George, say tata, God bless you and stay blessed.